For you, obviously, with playing with Patrick Mahomes in college, just what was that experience like coming back to playing with him? Everything normal? And then any funny stories of him from Texas Tech that you kind of don't want to bring up in public, but you can bring up with us maybe safely?
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy how, sometimes life comes full circle, man. Kind of see him in this beginning stage at Tech and then kind of see him, elevate to the stage he's at now, man. It's been a pleasure to see. So definitely excited to be back, back playing with him. As far as like stories, man, Tech was a fun time, man. I'm trying to think, you kind of put me on the spot. I don't got nothing off the top of my head right now, though.
Let's go to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, DeAndre, thank you for taking some time. We had mentioned during your initial signing availability how excited you were to have opportunities toward the end of last year with the Raiders to come to Kansas City and then to see them take a running back. And then now you have Damian, who's opted out, meaning more opportunities likely will be available. Just what has this roller coaster sort of been like for you this offseason?
Yeah, man. I think, prior to making my decision, I felt like coming to Kansas City was a great opportunity for me. Even before they drafted, the back, Clyde, I think he's a great back. But, how this, his game goes, guys are going to roll. It's a long season. So I feel like, it's definitely a lot of opportunities for, everybody to eat, man. I think with Coach Reed, his offense, he's shown over plenty of time that he knows how to get his playmakers the ball. So I'm looking forward to, making my plays when I get my opportunities.
Let's go to Bob Fesco. Go ahead, Bob.
I want to kind of go back to what Harold asked about Mahomes. And when you were watching him in college, did you ever think that he'd be at the level that he's at now?
100%, man. It's a crazy thing, kind of guys I joke with, just from my hometown is that, his practice film is more scary than his game film. When he's kind of just winging it and doing what he wanted to do, on the practice field, he got some pretty exciting plays. But, he's just, some guys, you play with, he just kind of got the it factor. He's one of those guys that's a guy that he's able to make plays that, most guys can't make. And, he did that in high school, he did it in college, and he's still doing it now.
Let's go to Herbie. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, DeAndre, it kind of like to piggyback off of what Pete Sweeney asked you earlier. Last season in Oakland, you worked with a rookie running back in Josh Jacobs, and I'm curious, what was that experience like, and how similar do you think that experience would be like working with Clyde?
Pretty similar experience. Both I feel like great backs. Both have great strengths to their game. And, my experience with Josh last year, same thing I told Clyde is that, so it's a long season. Just take care of your body. And, guys are going to roll. Guys are going to get their reps. And, he don't have to feel like he has to take every rep or, have to be the guy right now. I understand that, you're coming in as a rookie, you're hungry. And I want him to shine. And when Josh would get hot in the game, I would tell Josh to stay in the game. Like, no reason to come out. Even when we had a rotation, like, and you hot, so stay in the game and keep going. And I'll keep that same energy with Clyde. Any game I can give him, just from my experience, I'm definitely going to shoot it out to him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him shine.
Let's go to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, DeAndre. Good to see you. After your reaction to Damian opting out this season and understanding based on experience, the team may rely on you as soon as obviously the opening week. How much do you think you gained and grasped out of the remote offseason program that puts you in position to be ready to play come week one? And also because of the way the Chiefs sort of operate offense in terms of passing the football, what's it been like recently and obviously moving forward in building the chemistry as a receiver for Patrick based on what you guys did in college?
So the first question, I was excited to go. I was ready to go. It was unfortunate that, Damian did opt out. But I think, what I can say that the offense is kind of pretty similar that I did run in Oakland, just kind of different terminology and things of that nature. So I've been able to pick up on the offense, pretty good so far. My bad. Repeat the second question for me again.
Just with now getting to be on the field with Patrick again, just what's it like to sort of build that chemistry from a receiving standpoint, given how much the Chiefs pass the football?
Yeah, we was able to get a few workouts in this offseason to kind of kickstart it a little bit. But I think over these next few weeks, especially once we start to amp things up a little bit, we'll be able to get more acclimated. But it's just been good to kind of be back out there with them and be back out there, with these guys. New teammates, new environment, new energy. It's an exciting time right now. Guys come out for Super Bowl wins, so guys are definitely very excited, very confident, which I love. And I'm just looking to come in and compete, man, and show that what I can do, and make my mark known in this offense.
Let's go to Blair Kirchhoff. Go ahead, Blair.
Hey, DeAndre, one more about Texas Tech from me. In 2015, your senior year, you led the Big 12 in rushing, and I just want to know how good that Texas Tech offense was that year.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. We had weapons, man. We actually had a receiver that got drafted, a guy named Jakeem Grant. And, between me, him, and Pat, man, we were just, we were running and gunning, man. We were hot that year on offense, and, we just, it was a trifecta, you know what I'm saying, where, Pat doing his thing and me on the ground game, and then, our receiving game was always, pretty good. So we were just able to kind of just feed off each other and, able to have a good year statistically on offense that year.
All right, let's go to the last one, and that's Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, just to go back to that year, that's what my question was about. You nearly had 1,900 yards from scrimmage. That's a huge number. Nearly 400 of those were receiving. When you think back to that year, what do you think was so special between the dynamic between yourself and Pat?
Just being able to feed off each other's energy. You have a quarterback like that, guys can't really, key in on the run game, and so that opened up opportunities for me, and and having a successful run game was opened up opportunities for our pass game, being able to go over the top on guys, and so I think it was just kind of just keying off, feeding off each other's energy, and like I said, we kind of got hot early, and then that momentum kind of just rolled through the season, man. Offensively, man, I wish we could have won a couple more games, of course, but offensively we were hot though for sure.
DeAndre, we had one more pop up. Let's go to Adam Teicher to close us out. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, DeAndre. You played with Caliche for a couple of years, I think, in Oakland, right? What was he like? What made his game stand out to you as a back?
A dog. He's a dog, man. He's one of a kind, man. He's as a running back, he's one of those guys that you love running behind. He's going to make sure that he imposes his will on whoever's lined up in front of him. He's going to finish guys. And, Caliche is one of my favorite linemen I've ever played with, hands down.
DeAndre, we appreciate you taking the time today. We'll talk to you soon.
Man, appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me.